What you get for Christmas? What your husband buy you for Christmas?
Nothing.
Nothing? He hates you, huh? Even naughty or?
No, we just didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I understand. And you didn't get him anything? Really? Did you all celebrate Christmas?
We do, yeah.
Uh,
We do.
but you know it changed
But
again.
not like we used to.
We sent you guys stuff, not us.
Nice.
We celebrated, we made stuff for people. And
Right on. Thank you. It was good too. Amazing. Really nice stuff. We had a pool name thing here at Bar. We pulled a name. It's something that the only reason we did it, we have a woman working here now. We have never done anything like that. It would have never done it. It had not been for her.
I believe it.
She was like, but we did it and we regretted it later. And we bought some of the worst gifts you could ever get. Some of the gifts were so bad, like somebody would get cursed out over here. Good morning. Wow. You should see what the guys bought each other. And one guy bought one of the guys a shirt he can never going to be able to get into it. You have it on now? Oh. Where am I? Good morning. Welcome to church. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to fellowship. You can get involved by going to our YouTube chat line, and Hate will pass on your questions and comments to me, all right? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You ready for the year? We are ready. This is going to be something else. And this year, the theme is to endure. Endurance. It's so important that you do this. And so I can't wait to get some feedback about that. But first, I was thinking about, I went to a little meeting, a private meeting with some folks yesterday. And I realized from that meeting, I know it already, but Satan, if you want to call him the devil or evil spirits, Satan, whatever you want to call him, he is a very, very evil, wicked, deceiving spirit. And I realize what he does is we get traumatized, right, by our mothers. And when she traumatizes us, that's when we change identities and we go with evil. We depart from God and then we become evil. We go with evil. And then evil is dictate our whole life, from childhood all the way up until adult, until you say you're tired of being this way. You know, you say you want to overcome it. But the things what evil does, it gives you a false identity. And because no one ever tells you that's not who you are, no matter what the situation is, it's not who you are. You grow up thinking that that's who you are. You really believe that that's who you are because you have the voices in your head and you have the emotions that come with it, so it must be me. Or you think that, because no one ever tell you, no, that's not who you are. And they see you doing bad things, evil things. But because they're possessed too and don't know it, they can't say that's who you are, because they think that's who they are. And they give you all these, at this meeting, everybody, they had so many different identities, it wasn't even funny. And all the people were convinced that that's who they were. And all their lives, and some were young, some were a little older, they've been calling themselves those things, and they've been miserable. They were like unhappy, had no peace, but they still thought that that's who they were. And they thought God made them that way. God made me this way, so it must be true. And they did not know that it wasn't who they were or are, or who they think they are. And they brought up the destruction that they have done to themselves because Satan makes you do things to yourself. And then he give you fancy names called you call them vices. Oh, these are just vices. Or these are just this or that, right? He put names on them so that it cover up the fact that it's totally evil and that he's destroying you. It's interesting to see that worked that way and how everyone believed that that's who they are until they start to really overcome. Some people overcome it. And it was at the end of that meeting, it was amazing to see some of the people, a lot of the people kind of wake up really fast because they didn't know. No one ever told them, stop calling yourself this, it's not who you are. And we had all kind of vices in the room of men and women. And no one ever said, don't call yourself that. Don't ever call yourself those things again. It's not who you are. Don't go with the feelings. They were never told, because they all said that everybody been telling them that emotions are good. Oh, emotions are natural. It's natural to be emotional. And they never knew that that wasn't natural, to be emotional. And so they've truly been suffering. And that's what everyone does because those spirits are so wicked. And then they just, not only do he condemn you, he set you up and then he condemn you. It makes you feel ashamed and whatever, then you get worse, right? But he also make you think that somebody else want to hurt you. And so you go after other people. You blame them. Because he tell you in your head, oh, that person made you feel that way. Or that person did that. Don't forgive that person. And you hear these voices, you think that they're real. You got to overcome those voices. Really, and nothing about it is real at all. Not at all. But you got to work on yourself. You got to stay present if you want to be free from it. And then, I'll get to this in a minute about endurance, all right? But let me go to the couple. Let me ask the wife first, since the wife would cause out of hell because the man was so weak. What changed since last Sunday? So just so you know, the wife trying to control the husband, be mama, crazy as a bat. And so she realized you crazy as a bat. She's supposed to be backing off this week. What happened?
It was really bad because all the evil hell that was inside of me, it just exploded like a volcano and came
Hold on,
out.
the motorcycle. I'm sorry.
A full
No,
attack
repeat
all at
that.
once.
It got really bad because of what?
Because all the evil that was inside of me that I was suppressing, it just exploded, erupted like a volcano because I realized that I was losing control.
Meaning what?
That I can't be his mom, I can't control him. He's his own person. So I fought it.
And so all hell broke loose?
Yes.
And what happened? When you said it broke loose, what happened?
I just started attacking him.
You what?
I was attacking him.
Your husband?
Yes.
You were attacking him? Mm-hmm. Meaning what?
Just gave it all I got. Like, he just wanted to get away from me, but I wouldn't leave him alone. And I kept bugging him and bugging him and bugging him, and he just kept trying to escape me, and I just kept following him. And then he started becoming emotional, so I took that, and I was like, oh, you're so emotional right now. Are you a woman? And then that made him very angry, so I was like, oh, well, all men who have anger are women, and he finally couldn't take it anymore, so he was just like, leave. He threw me out, but I wouldn't leave.
You didn't leave?
No. I'm like, I know Jesse would say, then just leave. But I was like, no, I'm not leaving. And the more he wanted me to leave, the more I was like, no, I'm staying.
But why he didn't throw you out the window or something?
Mm-hmm. I think because he was exercising control.
Oh. And so, but why didn't you were working on yourself, right?
Yes.
But why didn't you catch yourself in the middle of the hell and stop right there?
I didn't until it was probably too late. And then I just retreated. Like, I kept doing everything that I could think of, and nothing was working. So then I just went to my room and I laid down, and I was like completely silent and just left it alone. And then after I did that, after a while, he came up to me and he started talking to me, and we could have like a conversation that was decent, because I just gave up, I guess.
But why do you stop yourself? Because those spirits are in you, has nothing to do with him at all. And since you're working on yourself, why do you stop in the midst of it? And just say, hey, you know what? I know what's controlling me. I'm stopping. Why do you catch it and stop it?
I was unconscious.
I know, but aren't you working on yourself?
Yes.
So at no point you thought,
Yeah, I did. At a point after it was already too late.
What was already too late?
When I already did the full-fledged attack and was just like realizing like I'm destroying us. I'm just totally destroying us. Like he hates me, and it's not gonna work if we're not gonna work on ourselves, and we're completely gonna destroy each other.
So you are working on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And then everything is fine now? No.
I didn't want to come because I knew that it was going to be like I had to face what I did, and I didn't want to be, the truth.
You didn't want to be what?
I didn't, because it seems like I'm the poster child for evil women. So I'm like, I don't want to face what I did, and he's going to tell the truth, that I'm evil.
Well, you already know you're evil, right? We established that last Sunday you were evil.
Yes, but I didn't.
You were so evil you wanted to be somebody else, Mama.
No. I even stopped with the, how I was trying to do all these things for him. I was conscious of that all week, and I even applied it to other people in my life, because not just my husband, everyone,
Right.
I try to fix them. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. They have to do it on their own. And I was conscious of that all week, because that's an evil trait that I have.
And so you said you didn't want to come or
No,
this morning? I'm sorry?
no, I did not,
And why not?
because then I have to face myself.
Meaning what?
And I have to realize that I'm evil, and that I'm egotistical, that I'm controlling, and I'm destructive.
And so now you're thinking what?
That
Everybody
I
looking
have to
at you right
endure,
now.
and I have to face it. Like, I can't escape me. I'm going to be me. Like, when people say, oh, I'm going to move across the country, and you're like, but you're still going to be you. So I'm still going to be me wherever I go. So
Right.
I want to work on myself. So I'll just admit it.
So will you stop correcting him or trying to do anything about his spiritual life?
Yes.
Will you?
Yes.
Because and why would you stop now?
Because I realized how far that it's went. If I continue on this path, then it's not going to work, and I don't want that.
Why not realize there's nothing you can do about his life? You can't even do anything about your own life. Why don't you realize there's nothing you can do about another person's life?
Yes.
No. Why haven't you realized that?
I just realized that right now when you said that.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
Really? Why didn't you realize that before when you were fighting with him over the week? How do you do the silent prayer?
Yes.
And how long you been working on yourself?
For about a year.
A year? And you haven't even gotten to the point to know I can't change my own nature, so I definitely can't change someone else?
I did today.
But you just not realize it. Well,
Yes.
better late than never, right on.
Right.
Cool. What a mess. Anything else?
No.
How you feeling right now?
I feel hot.
You feel hot?
Yeah, embarrassed because of the way I've been conducting myself and just going around destroying everybody.
Yeah. Did you apologize to the children?
I did.
And this week?
Yes.
And what they say?
They didn't say anything back.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So you feel embarrassed right now?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody looking at you. And they're thinking, what a heifer. And
I
then
seen the way the guys were running from me too. Like Doug, when I came, he was like, "Oh my gosh, here she comes, the man eater." He's scared.
Yeah, the guy that's sitting next to you thinking, should I move? He's on edge. Amazing. Okay. And so, how did you do this week? How did you handle everything?
How did I handle my wife this week?
The attacks.
The first day, I thought I did pretty good. And then it was on the second day that I got emotional and got mad at her.
Speaking to the mic for me? It's a little louder.
Okay. The first day, I think I did pretty good. But it was on the second day that I got emotional and got upset with her.
Why did you get upset at her the second day?
I think it's just because she was unrelenting.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I was just in the kitchen trying to make the kids dinner, and she's...
Bring the mic back to you.
I was in the kitchen trying to make the kids dinner, and she was just right behind me the whole time. And I'm just like, go away, leave me alone. But she just kept on trying to push my buttons and stuff, and finally it worked. And I got mad.
And once you got mad, what happened?
I don't know. Do you remember what I did?
I don't remember, but that's when I
No,
knew I had you.
just-
I had him.
Hold on.
I know
hold
I
on.
was just
Don't speak for him. I want him to learn to
emotional.
speak for himself.
I was just emotional, but
You what?
I didn't really do anything except get emotional and maybe verbally lash out in some way.
You start crying?
I guess without tears, but just
Oh, beta. You cried?
a beta. Yes, I turned beta in that very moment. But not that I've ever not been beta, but yeah. As soon as she, oh, okay, I know I did. I just kind of threw stuff down because I was like washing something in the sink and just threw it down and walked to get away from her to the bedroom, and she came following right behind me, and then I went into our room, and then I'm like, she shut the door because she wanted to trap me in there.
She wanted to trap you in the room?
Right.
Wow.
And she was blocking the door, and I'm thinking, I'm not trying to escape in that way. I'm just trying to get away from you right now, and I need to go use the restroom. So I went and used the restroom. As soon as I got out, I tried to go to the door, and she's blocking the door. And I'm like, let me out. I need to go finish making dinner. So I had to work my way around her to get to the door. In the process, knocked over.
This sounds like a crazy movie. Doesn't that sound like one of those psycho movies? Feel like I'm looking at a psycho movie right now. Raymond, can you sit on this end seat?
Here?
No, here. Yeah, because you're blocking the young man behind you. Thank you, Raymond. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why you didn't climb through the window?
We're on the second floor.
Oh, you're on the second
Yeah.
floor?
No, I wasn't trying to escape that way. I was just trying to, because I told her the day before, I'm like, if you're so unhappy, then leave.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you leave. I'm like, no, I'm not the one that's unhappy. I'm gonna stay right here.
Right on.
And the next day, she was upset that I had said that to her, and so that kind of kicked off day number 2 of the attack. So, yeah, eventually got around her through the door, knocked over it's this cardboard cutout a cookie stand from Stater Brothers that has Post Malone on it. So I'll try to reach around her and stuff. That thing got knocked over. And
You still want to get married, man? Go ahead.
anyways, I got back into the kitchen and was making dinner again. And I guess maybe eventually then is when she decided to go back into the room and just lay down. And I made some really good spaghetti, by the way. No.
Oh, that anger. Let me ask, what did you realize about yourself going through that this time?
Oh man, I was mad because I was doing so good after forgiving my mom the day before, and now
You
I'm like,
forgave your
man,
mother?
yeah,
So you went and forgave her?
yeah,
How did that go?
it went really well.
What did you say to her?
I took her to we went out to lunch and then,
Oh, yeah, on Tuesday, huh?
yeah.
No wonder she was ticked. You spent the money on lunch money for mama. I forgot about that. So when Tuesday came, did she say you can go or don't go?
She didn't say anything about that.
Okay.
She left for work. I took the kids to school, and then I went to go. Oh, and then I had to take another kid to a dentist appointment, and then I went to go see my mom.
And so what did you say to your mother?
I said to her, "Mom, I forgive you," and I think she looked a little confused at first, and kind of like, she's old. She's 89,
No.
so she's already kind of hunched over on the table, but it seemed like she sunk just a little bit lower, and I have to go back in time to make this make sense. But back on Easter, we were over at my mom's house for Easter, and
Your wife?
my wife was there, our kids were there. You know, it's like
Right.
a lot of family got together for Easter, and my wife started talking about her aunt who had died from lupus, and she was telling the story about how we had gone to the hospital. I took her to the hospital so she could see her aunt, and when we made our way upstairs, and this was a time when COVID was still kind of going on, and so they're limiting how many people could go in the room, and so her aunt's boyfriend was there at the door, and he said, hey, you know, only a couple people can go in at a time, and so my wife was, you know, she obviously really
Your
wanted to go
wife's
in.
boyfriend was at the door?
No, her aunt's boyfriend.
Oh, her aunt.
Yeah. So he was telling us the rundown. This is how many people can go in at a time and everything. And so my wife, of course, really wanted to go in. And then he looked at me and he said, Bryce, you want to go in? I'm like, I just said, no, I'm good. And I'll go wait in the car. And so the way my wife tells it makes it sound like I'm this cold-hearted man, you know, that no, he didn't even want to see my aunt when she was in the hospital dying and stuff like that. But really what was going on in my head was I don't really like to see people like that, like suffering. And I didn't really know her that well. And there were plenty of other people there that did know her and wanted to be in the room. So I didn't want to take up a spot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nope, I'm good.
So let me, because of time now, so you went and you told your mother you forgive her?
Yeah. So what happened was when Valerie was telling the story at Easter, I felt like, well, okay, I got to kind of defend myself because she's trying to paint me in this bad light. But
Your wife were?
yeah.
Okay.
So I mentioned that I didn't like seeing people that way. And I remember when I was a kid, my mom, her mother was staying with us at the end of her life because she was dying from cancer. And my mom would force me to go in there and do my homework with my grandma.
Wow.
And so,
That's amazing. You married your mama. But go ahead.
So my mom lately has been working on her diary, like taking her diary. Her handwriting's horrible, so it's real hard to decipher. So she's typing it all up because she wants to give it to all of her kids. And so she had just come across, the day before I took her to lunch, she had just come across that part of our lives where she was forcing me to go in there to see my grandma. And so when she slumped over after I told her that I forgive her, she said, I know that there have been times that you haven't been happy, and I didn't realize it. I didn't understand why. And then she told me that she was sorry for forcing me to go in there to see my grandma because she didn't realize that I didn't like doing that, even though I threw a couple tantrums, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, she forced me to go in there because my grandma really liked to have me in there and help me with my homework. Because my twin sister, my mom would try to force her in there too, but she'd come bounding out of the room because she had too much energy. But I was, I guess, more compliant and would go in there and do my homework, even though I hated it.
Yeah.
So she told me she was sorry, and I told her also that if the day came that we stood before the judgment bar of God, that I wasn't going to hold anything against her. She's, I forgive her for everything,
Right on.
anything she's done. So it went well.
Good.
It ended well. She told me, I thought there was something fishy going on. I thought you had something you wanted to tell me, because I don't normally invite her for lunch. But
Nice.
she was glad that it wasn't anything. I guess she was expecting something terrible or something, but she took it well.
Right on. And so how are you feeling now? How do you, has this helped you? Dealing with your mother and now dealing with your wife? How do you feel about all that? How do you see that?
Right after that, I felt real good. I felt amazing.
Yeah. Amazing.
But
After you forgave your mother?
after I forgave my mom,
Yeah.
and so everything was going great all day long until I got home. And my wife had made a mistake in paying the rent. She had accidentally selected an old bank account, instead of the present bank account, and so the money got kicked back to us, and we ended up having to pay a late fee for our rent. And she started, because she doesn't take failure well.
She doesn't say what?
She doesn't take failure very well,
Right.
or mistakes. If she makes a mistake, she doesn't handle that well, and she definitely doesn't take that well from other people either. So she lashed out, and I think that's what kicked off her tirade. She was trying to get me to help her, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. I just got home,
Amazing.
So she wanted me to help her with the problem, but by the time I got out of the bathroom, she had already solved it. But she still wanted me to help her and wanted me to do these calculations and stuff and figure out if we're still gonna have enough money and stuff after paying the rent plus the late fee plus the service charge fee, which is an outrageous fee, by the way. I'm like, no, why do I need to do that? You already did it, it's already done. But she was just so mad. She wanted to get something out of me, so she kept trying, kept poking. But I didn't get emotional with her, because this was the first day. I just forgiven my mom. I'm feeling pretty good,
Yeah.
and so finally I hear my daughter out in the front room. She's like, Dad, just do it. Just do the just do the calculation, because she couldn't take it anymore. My mom,
How old is your daughter?
she's 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she couldn't take it anymore. And so I'm like, all right. So I got out my phone. I was trying to do the calculations and all that. But yeah, so
So
everything still seemed pretty good. Even the next day at work, I had more energy. I was hustling. I was getting things done. And then I got home, and she was still upset about
Satan
the
waiting
day
for you at
before.
the door, huh?
Huh?
You get home and Satan's still waiting for you at the door.
Yeah.
What a mess. So, what you gonna do? Why did you marry her?
I thought I was in love with her.
Why?
And maybe I was just in love with the idea of being in love and with the idea of getting married. But I married her, and
But when you realized you had married the devil and you were not in love with her, why did you stay?
because I've made a commitment with her and with God and myself.
But that commitment wasn't with God, because that's not from God. You made a commitment with the devil.
I don't think the devil wants people getting married.
What?
I don't think the devil wants people getting married.
He does, so that another way of destroying one another. Because if God had put it together, there would be no fight. There would be no trying to make it work. You wouldn't have to put anything into it at all. It would happen naturally if it was from God. That's why when God put it together, no human being can break it apart. There's nothing they can do, an outside source can do, or you or your wife.
Yeah, well, I have an imperfect marriage.
Yeah, everyone
Right.
does.
And
When you travel around, look at all the men who are married, like when you're driving up and down the street at work, just look at them. They're all miserable. They all hate their wives.
yeah, I see most men are afraid of their wives.
Yeah, they marry their mama.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. Every man on this earth until he starts to overcome. Because they're not put together by God. I know, and during the little ceremony thing, you say, I promise God to love and to obey and to whatever, to death do me part, or to sickness do and all that mess. But you're making a promise to the devil, you're not making it to God. That's why it doesn't work. I don't care if you're a preacher or how many degrees you have or don't have, what color you are, no man is happily married. And then when you hear a man say, yes, I'm happily married, either he has started working on himself or he's totally surrendered to the woman. And now he take her last name and everything. What a mess. So what you going to do now?
I'm gonna stick with it. She said she's working on herself, and she's gonna be working on herself, and I'm working on myself. So hopefully, as we do that, we'll come together.
If both of you continue to work on yourself, you truly leave each other alone about spirituality and all that. You work on you, let her work on herself. She work on herself, you work on you. It'll be fine. It will change, but she can't be trying to tell you how to do it spiritually, or you trying to tell her how to do it. Each individual has to be let the Father change it, God. Then it'll be fine. Are you willing to do that?
Yes. Can we work together, or we just have to be completely separate?
You can't work together spiritually.
Because
How can
I'd
you
like to
work
be able to work together spiritually for
But if
to
you
bring the
start
kids
working,
up.
right?
as well.
But if you work together, if you work spiritually on yourself, and she work on herself, with the outer world, you will be able to work together perfectly, raising the children, doing whatever you're doing with the bills. Everything else will change too. You will work together rather than fighting one another, because you will be of love and not of hate.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Any question about that?
No.
So let me hold on to your mic for a minute. Why did you marry him?
Because I wanted a man to take care of me.
Financially?
Everything. Spiritually, take me to heaven so I could be with my family forever. I wanted...
You want a man to take you to heaven?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because I
How you gonna
thought
take you
the
to
only
heaven?
way to get to heaven is through having a husband and being a family with your children forever.
Where you get that from?
From the teachings.
No, you didn't. It's when a woman is married, she shouldn't hate her husband. Then by not hating her husband, she loved God, and things will be fine.
I didn't
but
know
if
that
you're
part.
married but hate your husband, you're still hating God. What do you think about that?
That's horrible.
It is. You can't be married to the man and hate him and think that somehow or another you're going to find your way to God. The thing is, don't hate.
Right, I need to work on myself.
Yeah. Why? So you married him because you needed someone to help you in that way.
I didn't need anybody because I was taking care of myself. But I thought if I do it the right way with the husband, then I would be with my Savior forever.
Oh, the devil lied to you. Because you go up there beating up your Savior. How you gonna get to heaven if you beating him? Like you Oprah somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You told Harvard to beat me. That doesn't make sense, right? How did that
When you
add
say it
up?
that way, it doesn't make sense. But in my mind, I bought
And so who lied to you in your mind?
the thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. So you, how old are you?
47.
And you 50? Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So what you gonna do now?
I have to do the silent prayer and work on myself. Stop being his mother because he already has one, and
He doesn't even need one now. Let the other mama go too.
yeah, I just have to work on myself because I can't control him. I can't even control myself. How am I
Right.
going to control him?
Right. So I want to encourage you to start catching yourself. When the devil starts telling you, because out of habit, you're going to want to beat him up some more because you begin to thrill just giving him hell. It's a thrill. It feels good when he said, leave me alone, back off. I'm doing dinner. The thrill is to stay on him until you get a reaction from him. And you love those thrills. And you got to stop loving the thrills. And the way you stop loving the thrills is when Satan tells you to pounce on him, don't do it. When the devil said, look at him. Don't do it. You got to catch yourself so that don't go with the first, when the first thought comes, stop there. Don't go past that. You really got to work on yourself and say no to the devil. Because he can't do anything about your salvation. I mean, he should be strong because women are already hating weak men, right? And so, but he can't do anything about your salvation. So you got to start catching yourself and stay with the prayer, you're right. But when the devil talks to you, because he will now, especially knowing that the devil knows that he's about to lose him. And the devil doesn't want him to go, so the devil's going to work on him in his mind and on you to try to keep you to keep him in hell. That make sense?
Yes, it makes sense because the attacks came harder. Like when we weren't working ourselves, everything was fine. We're like, oh, we love each other. We're holding hands. We're, running off into the sunset. But the minute we start working on ourselves, because he's stronger than me, Satan attacks me, the evil, the weak one, to try to
Absolutely.
destroy us.
Absolutely. So start catching it.
Okay.
Any questions about that?
No.
And for you, from this point forward, never argue with her again. And when she's arguing, walk away. And then look behind because she's going to throw some pots and pans at you. So make sure you protect yourself. But stop arguing with the devil in your mind and the devil in her mind.
So then don't say anything at all, just walk away.
Absolutely.
I wish it was that easy. I've tried that.
I'm sorry?
I wish it was that easy. I've tried that. She gets so mad.
Right, because the devil is using her to pull you back into hell. So she's gonna get worse. Because the devil, the thrill is walking away from her. And so the thrill is she gotta catch you and pounce on you some more to feel good and feel like life.
I might just have to walk right out the door because
walk out the door.
she's gonna follow me wherever I go in the house or apartment, and yeah.
But don't walk out the door, just don't respond. And if she carry on too bad, call the police. Have her arrested. I think they call it verbal abuse.
Will they arrest her
Don't
for
they call
verbal
it verbal
abuse?
abuse? Huh? Is that the right word? Y'all act like y'all don't know now. It's called verbal abuse, right? Don't women call the police on the man? I hear it all the time. For verbal abuse or something like that. Am I saying it right? Emotional verbal abuse. Can you do that?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. Women use it all the time against men. So use that woman law against her.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't leave your home, and you have kids. So it'll be you and the kids there. The kids will be so happy. Mama in jail. Because they're going to see you happy, and they're going to be happy because daddy is happy. That's why the kids say, "Oh, daddy, just go on and help her. I don't want to hear it no more." They don't want to hear all that. They want to be around peace. So call the police. And then when the police come to get her, don't change your mind. And then don't go down there and bail her out. Leave her in until they let her out.
Yeah, that makes sense because it'd be kind of stupid to send her there and then just go right over there to bail her out.
Right. So you going to jail.
No, I would have definitely went, but no,
See?
I'm not going to do it.
So when you do that, you got to fight the devil now. But don't touch her. Don't yell at her. Don't argue because she'll tell the police you were yelling with her. And because the police take the side of the woman, even when she's wrong, you'll go to jail. But so don't argue with her. Plus, the devil don't like it when you don't argue. He wants you to argue back and forth. So don't argue with her at all. Lay your weapon down.
Okay.
All right? And if she follow you around in the house, don't leave home and just call the police. She verbally, emotionally abusing me. And be strong. She abused me. All right?
Okay.
Okay. You agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
See? You got to work on yourself now. Because now that you're waking up, you're forgiving your mother. And how about your father? Did you forgive your father?
He died a while back.
Oh, okay. But now that you're working on yourself, the devil going to get really busy in your head to try to make you do stupid stuff. But he really going to get on her. All right? So are you doing the silent prayer?
Not as often as I should. But
Well,
yeah, just
if
whenever
ever
I
you
think about
needed
it.
the Lord, you're going to need the Lord now. So get busy staying present.
All right. Yeah, sometimes when I'm driving, I just try to think of doing the silent prayer at those times.
Yeah, you should, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. But during the day, come back to present. Bring your mind back to your body. So right on, man. And right on, lady. But you got to back off. Why are you holding your head in shame right now?
Because when you're telling him all these things, you just took away all my power. Because if he would have done that like 10 years ago, I would have stopped.
Yep.
I'm not going to jail.
Right
No.
on. And you take away the power from the devil that the devil is using on her to put on you. She has no more power. Because Satan doesn't have any authority or power at all unless you give it to him. Inside of you or inside of her. All right?
Yeah, I got it.
Any questions about that or anything?
No.
Any questions or anything?
No,
How you feeling right now?
I feel good.
Good. I'm glad you came so you can deal with this. Really, don't let the devil talk you out of it. This is the hospital to be in. All right? Any questions? Right on, stay with it. You're going to have energy that you didn't even know existed. But you got to overcome this, so stay with it.
Yeah, I experienced it that first day, or like first 2 days, until I got beaten down again.
Yeah. And don't let the devil beat you down anymore. Just stop arguing with the devil. If you can't help her right then, no, I can't help you right now. I got things to do. I'll get back to you. And if she goes off again and carry on like that, call the police. Just say, no, I told you I can't help you. Back off. And if she doesn't, call the police.
Okay.
And if all the neighbors are looking at the police car come around, just say, my wife is crazy. So the neighbor know. All right, any question? No? Any question for you? You can hold your head up now.
No, thank you.
Hold your head up. There you go. It's not you, it's the hell in you, and you know that. But you got to stop giving it to the devil. Don't let the devil convince you to attack your husband. And think about what you're doing to your children. They see what you're doing, and they hate you for it. And don't be proud of being that way. That's not good that you're that way. All right? Okay. Take the mic. What did you want to say to her? The young lady with right there, yeah. That's a man. The young lady. What did you want to say? That's a man. The young lady right there. You don't see her? You think that's a lady? Oh. I thought you were trying to give it to you. What did you want to say to her from all that, hearing all that?
Do you have anything to say to her?
I didn't have anything to add.
But you were thinking. And you were thinking what?
I mean, I had a lot of different thoughts throughout that whole
I
discussion.
saw 'em. I saw them passing through. And what were you thinking?
Just in terms of her experience, if you're doing something and it's not working, you gotta drop it, right?
Yeah.
If you're chasing somebody around the house, they clearly don't want to deal with you. You ought to just drop that for the moment. That's one of the things I was thinking.
Yeah. And were you thinking, what a crazy husband? Were you thinking that?
I was thinking it was like a fruitless kind of enterprise she was in,
Yeah.
going at it that way, and maybe she should think about outcomes more than what she's feeling in the moment.
Have you changed your husband around like that before?
I'm not married.
Oh, you're not married?
No, and I don't like to chase or run.
Right on.
I like long walks.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes, sir. Did you see your hand?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some advice.
Okay,
Just call the police.
I rest my case. How old are you?
I'm 12, sir.
See, the 12-year-olds, they call the police. You don't have to deal with the devil like that. It's enough dealing with the devil inside of you. Right on. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I think it's a mistake for him to think that it's her beating him down, because it's really the reaction in him. It's the
Absolutely.
devil in him. It's the weakness in him.
Very good
That's
point.
reacting. You know.
Everything you think, to add to it, everything you're thinking and feeling is inside of you. And once you overcome that, she or no one can touch you. I promise you that. But very good point. So don't react to it. Is that it?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about earlier. You said that your vices destroy you.
Yes.
What does that mean? What does that mean exactly?
Because Satan, when you become angry, like as little kids, you don't have vices. You don't know what vice is, right?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it
Oh, what
is it
is-
drinking and smoking, and is that a vice, or is this
It's
what? Do you,
sexing,
yeah. Okay.
drinking,
Vices. Yes. Yeah.
smoking, all kind of different identities. People think that they're this identity or that identity, drag queen or homosexual or lesbian or bad guy or good guy, bad guy or good guy, or bad person or good lady. You're none of those things. But because you're angry, Satan give you those identities, those traumas, and then you start calling yourself that. And then you gather around people who confirm that that's who you are. Or, or you go to a meeting and the head of the meeting have you to stand up every time you go and say, that's who you are, right? And so what Satan is doing, he's playing a trick on you. He's making you think that that's who you are, and it's not who you are at all. But because you're naming and claiming it, you are becoming that even more so. But you're not becoming happier, you're becoming miserable because you're giving in to the devil. So he used those vices against you. Whereas when you start to overcome it, and especially when you forgive, because what's going to happen when you truly forgive, you're going to overcome your body, you're going to overcome your mind, you're going to overcome your ideas and beliefs and things like that, and you're going to be free, and you will see that you're none of those things that you ever thought that you were. Even with fear, you were never afraid. It's the fate you that has to fear. It was not you. So those are the vices.
But what does destroy you mean?
That it keeps you away from real life, number one, and most people die in those false ideas, and when they wake up, they're still in hell. And they don't have a chance to overcome. It's only while you live right now that you have a chance to overcome the hell that's in you. Because the way you drop your body, you could be stuck. Now is the only chance that you have. I wouldn't want to drop my body thinking that one day I'm going to get to heaven. I'm going to be miserable all my life. I'm going to be mean to people, nasty, no love. Because I'm praising the Lord, and when I get to heaven, when I die, I'm going to heaven. You ain't going to heaven. The way you drop, the state that you drop your body is in, and that's the state that you're going to stay in, because you're not going to die anyway. You're not dying. The spirit doesn't die. The body fades away, but the spirit doesn't. And so if you drop your spirit with Satan, you're stuck. So, that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Amazing. Any other questions?
No.
All right. The young lady behind you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. How's it going?
I'm out. I'm out of that house.
Right on. Amazing, huh?
Yes.
And so how did it all end up? Were you able to get away finally?
Well, I'm still not done with them, unfortunately. I just physically got out of the house
Right.
because my place was already ready. I was like, why am I even still here? Let me just go ahead and move out.
Right on.
So I'm out of the house, but I'm still having to deal with them. And I know you said the thing was to be a doormat,
Right.
and that has been a challenge for me.
To be a doormat?
Yes.
Meaning what?
like the fight, like let go of the fight, let people do what, do what they want
Say what they want
Yeah.
and whatever.
and all of that. It has been very difficult.
In what way?
Well, because it just seems like they're kind of taking advantage of what I'm doing, like for them.
But how are they taking advantage if you, I don't know what you mean.
Because, when I moved out, I said, don't worry about January. I'm going to have it covered. And I'll still try to find a replacement for, for the house.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay, thank you. This is great. But they've just been not grateful. They haven't really been trying to help me find a replacement either. Because although I said I would help, this still affects everybody. Like, it's not just a me thing. It affects everyone.
Right.
So it's just kind of been all on me. And when I'm trying to, like, have them meet new people to move in, I'm having to chase them down because they don't want to answer any text. They're just not taking it as serious as it is.
Right. And so as of January, are you done with it?
I'm not. Like, I'm out of the house, but we still have not, they still haven't, like, agreed on anybody.
So why don't you, does the owner know you out?
They know that I'm out.
So why don't you let them know you've done all you can do and be done with it?
Well, I could. I'm just not sure how they're going to take that.
Why do you care how they take it?
Well, because this is like a lease.
So you're still on the lease?
Like, I'm technically still on the lease
For how long?
until someone else takes over.
Oh, but you don't have a key to the house?
I do.
So why can't you let them in and out?
Like what do you mean?
The person you find to take over the place.
Well, that's the thing. They have to agree. Like, they have to, like, have it in writing that they agree on this replacement. And I've been bringing them people, and they've been taking their time. They're finding small reasons why they don't like these people. And they're just making the process very
So
difficult.
go to the manager and let them know I brought them these people. They don't want anyone. I'm done with it. So what else? Set a deadline. Set a deadline and let the owner know what you're doing and how they're treating you, the situation.
Okay.
And be done with it.
Yeah. I guess I was just in my head of like, well, they're going to sue you because, contractually it says this in the lease.
But that's why you talk to the owner of the place.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that? Don't argue with them, because if you are trying to protect your ego feelings, you're not going to see clearly how to deal with the situation. But if you don't care, if you're not thinking about what they're saying and the way they're acting, let them act any kind of way they want. You will see how they get out of the situation the right way.
Yeah.
So you deal with the owner, don't deal with them anymore. That make sense?
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Right, that's why stay away from anger so your mind can be clear and you'll see how to deal with all situations. Really.
No, that makes a lot of sense. That does.
Don't argue with the
Yeah.
devil. Because those are the devils, and they're not going to want you to be happy. You're getting in the way. The devil doesn't want to lose one soul. So work with the owner, not with them.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
You agree to that?
I do. Oh.
The young lady behind you.
I 100% agree. You can also break the lease, especially if you're having like domestic issues. As long as you have a police report or something, you can break the lease, whatever your responsibility is. I don't know the total situation. But also, speak to the owner. You could let them know as well. It's usually a reason that you can break a lease in the state of California.
Thank you.
So,
That makes
so
sense.
deal with the owner, not them.
Okay. I'm definitely going to do that.
All right?
For sure. Yes.
Did you go black female on them yet?
No.
That'll do it.
No, I have
You
not.
go black female, it's over.
I have not. I have not at all.
And why have you gone black female?
Because you've been in the back of my head of just like be a doormat. Like don't fight.
Oh, girl, yeah, don't go black female. You stay with love. Stay
Yeah.
with white love. All right?
Yes.
Yeah, but don't deal with them anymore. Deal directly with the owner only.
Okay.
Don't argue with them. You don't even have to tell them you're dealing with the owner. You just go to the owner.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
So you're trying to do the right thing. It's like this man trying to do the right thing, and wife won't let him. It's the same devils. Amazing, huh?
Yes.
All right. So continue to be a doormat, but you will see how to deal with issues in the right way then.
Yeah.
So stop with them.
Okay.
Any questions?
Well, no, I guess I'm really gonna have to see how it goes because I'm supposed to. Someone's coming over today to look at the place, so I'm just going to see. I'm just going
Start
to see.
today with the manager and them,
Yeah.
with this new tenant,
Okay.
with this new possibility. Start now.
Okay.
Don't put it off. Because they're not gonna, based on the way they've been treating you already, they're not gonna treat you right. They're not gonna, oh, okay, we're gonna work with you. They're not gonna work with you.
And
Right.
they haven't. They have not.
Right. So don't be
Yeah.
mad at them though. Don't hate them. Don't be angry at them. They can't help it. The same spirit that you're overcoming is what's driving them to. It's the same thing. So this year, love your enemy. Don't hate your enemy.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
What?
I guess I do have a question.
Yes.
So, this thing has been coming up, and it came up out of the blue. I was just on my laptop just watching a show, and my ex is an actor, and he popped up on my screen, and he booked a national commercial. And when I saw this, initially I was like, oh my gosh, honestly, good for him. Like, he works hard, good for him. But
But when you saw it, you're like, this.
Well, no, it's just when I saw it, I was like, but why does he get a national commercial and I don't? Like, he gets to do all this stuff, and he gets for the people that don't know in here, if you book a national commercial, that's like a lot of money.
Sure
Like,
is.
that's a lot. And I'm like, he gets to just ruin.
Meaning that every time they play that commercial anywhere in the world,
Yes.
he make money from it.
Yes.
It's different than a local ad. You get more
Very
money
different.
nationally.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a national one.
Yeah.
So I was like, on one hand, I'm like, you know what? Good for him. He works hard. Like, that's awesome. But on the other hand, I'm like, I'm working like 2 jobs. And I'm auditioning all the time, and he gets a national commercial. Like, I've done right, and he gets money. And it's just really plagued me since seeing that commercial, because I haven't been thinking about him at all until I saw that commercial.
And now it's on your mind.
Yes.
And is he white?
He's black.
He black?
Yeah.
Is he acting white or something?
Sure.
That sounds like white privilege to me.
Sure. Yeah. He's a fan favorite, but yes.
What would you say to her if she said that to you on the street? If that was your friend, what would you say to her
Oh, sorry.
about that?
I have no clue, but I was laughing because I could see in your head the devil
Yeah,
just having a field day with you, you know?
exactly.
So I'm laughing, but not at you, sweetie.
I'm laughing at her, with her, about her, everything.
Oh, man, he really tripped you out.
Yeah. What would you say to her if you guys were friends, she finally, the situation happened, what would you say?
Don't be jealous.
Yep. Jealousy is not pretty.
No.
You should wish him well and just be happy for him and be grateful. Then God will reward you. But now you're going to be jealous and you're going crazy. You're stopping your own rewards from the Spirit of truth. What?
Well, yes, I agree.
But
No, I agree. I totally agree. I knew it was just so wrong that I was even feeling that way. Because I'm like, the truth be told, he works hard. So, like, yeah, like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I was like, ugh, this is just great.
Jealousy.
Yeah,
It's not good.
no.
So let that temptation pass. It's just another temptation from hell. Let it pass. Let that thought pass. All thoughts are all lying all the time. Don't hold on to it. Wish him well.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes, of course.
Any questions?
No,
Do you know how to let that thought go?
I think I've been doing it right, but it still like pops up. Like it still pops up out of the blue.
And when it does, just be aware of it, but do nothing about it. Go on with your life. Don't call it you. Just know that the thought of jealousy is still talking to you. But don't call it you and go on with your life. Because it's the thought that makes you feel that way. It's not really you that's feeling that way.
Yeah.
So don't identify with it.
Okay.
You don't seem sure.
No, I'm sure. It's just it just pops up. It just pops up sometimes, and I'm
And
just
when
like
it does,
just dealing with
only
it.
because you're not catching them. But when it does pop up, realize you're in a thought and do nothing about it.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Okay.
And practice being present so you start catching them.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. What a mess. Yes. I saw your hand, right? Okay.
Back to this couple. Y'all remind me of a cartoon called Rick and Morty, where you're like the husband, you're the wife, Beth, and Jerry, and you're just like Jerry. Jerry's like weak and soft-spoken, and then his wife is like dominant and angry. And the kids are messed up, and the household isn't in the order of God.
Yeah.
And in one episode, Jerry stops getting bullied and stands up for himself, and actually things fall in line then, because it returns to the order of God, you know, God over man, man over woman, woman over children. And in that episode, Beth actually behaves because that's what she desires, in a way that she wants her husband to be strong and not allow her to bully him, because she loses respect for him and she can't control the anger within herself. So I think it's very common. Anybody that's been in a relationship that failed, like myself, I've argued with a woman, and I look back and I realize that's like me being weak and beta, and that's why she didn't respect me, and that's why I wasn't going to work. So I think everyone's probably been there in a fallen state, and I'm still working on myself. But I think as men, we need to remind ourselves that, you know, there's the order of God, and you can't get bullied and pushed around by a woman, that you need to lead the woman so you can lead the family and return your household to the order of God. And so just reminded me of the cartoon, because it's so similar, and I think many people are probably either experiencing that or have experienced it.
Amazing. Okay. Order. Anything else? Okay. How you doing, man, in the brown jacket? Good. You doing fine? Good.
Yes.
So all is well?
All is well.
At home and everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So your wife never gone black on you? Black
No.
female?
She's not black.
Oh, she's not black?
No.
You don't think she's black?
Culturally, no.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm blacker than her.
She just look black, but she white on the inside?
Yes.
Right on. That's how they do it, buddy.
Yes.
Okay. So let me do this. I want to deal with the biblical question because of time here. Did you want to say something? No. Oh, okay. What was the biblical question this week? I saw your hand first, and then here and here. Right here. Yes.
What's the difference between animal nature and human nature?
Yes.
Animals only identify with their true nature. Humans have many false identities.
Oh, okay. Human has many false what?
Identities, like
Oh, okay.
self, yeah. A dog is a dog.
Right.
doesn't pretend to be a cat, but we pretend to be.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Yes, sir.
The biblical question?
Yes.
Like the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, when I first heard it, my very first response was absolutely nothing. There's no difference. And that's
Between
just,
human nature and animal nature?
yeah, that was my first thought, just
Okay.
because humans act like animals, you know?
Okay.
But then I started thinking about it deeper, and someone taught me before that animals don't have souls. And at first that was hard to believe. Like, what do you mean it doesn't have a soul? But I do believe it. I believe that humans are special. We have a soul. We have a ability to reflect and ponder and wonder. And I don't think animals sit and wonder about their lives.
They don't.
But sometimes I kind of think maybe I want to be more like the animal and not have thoughts and ponder and just act accordingly to nature. So I get a little confused with the question too.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Nice. Okay. Yes, sir. And then I come to you, Raymond. Yes, sir.
What's the difference between animal nature and human nature?
Right.
And I believe the difference between them is that human nature has a connection to God. And I think the problem is that human beings think that we're animals. And that's why we act as we think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Because you always hear people say, like, it's a dog-eat-dog world type stuff, you know? And I think it's like a way of human beings thinking that we're animals when we're
Nice.
not. Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Raymond.
Okay, to me, the difference between animal nature and human nature is that animal nature has no conscience. Everything an animal does is instinctive, and therefore it does not have any conflict. Human nature lives by its conscience, and it's always fighting against it.
Okay. Interesting. Yes, Alexa.
I think that human nature is probably the only nature where it has the ability to destroy its own world. And that's how I see the difference.
Repeat that.
The human nature is the only nature that I feel like has the ability to destroy its own world.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I believe that fundamentally there isn't that much of a difference, kind of going with what Alexis and the young woman next to me was saying, was that, you know, human beings and animals just are, but the only difference is that human beings, the way we're wired, can kind of like it can deceive us into believing that we are something that we're not.
Okay. Oh, amazing. Yes.
I have 3 dogs, and when I look at them, three dogs.
3?
3.
You need a wife.
I'm good. And I look at them, and they only deal with the physical, what's right in front of them.
Right.
And I look at myself, and I admire that, and I'm working on myself to be more like that, because I struggle with showcase personalities, and I struggle with, you know, different identities and ego. And I look at my dogs, like when I get home, they're not dealing with any of that. They're completely present in the moment, and there is no ego there.
So you
just
want to
dealing with
become
life.
like your dogs?
It would be a good life.
Really?
If I didn't have to make money, yeah, they just lay around, get to
You
enjoy
can
it
move
every
to
day.
Minnesota.
I could open a daycare.
You
want to
have
open?
to
You
make
want to be my
money.
business partner? We could open a daycare together.
Right.
I need somebody who's black.
That's right. Amazing.
All right.
Thank you. And you say? Yes.
Oh, me? Oh. I really
What's
don't
the
have a response to the question.
What's the difference between a human nature and animal nature?
The difference between animal nature and human nature, I would have to say the ability to think. Animals just react. I mean, humans just react. No, I'm sorry, animals react. Humans have the ability to respond, but we choose to react like animals. So that's all I have right now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that question, deep thought.
Is this your first time here?
Yes, it is my first time here.
What's your name and how did you hear about us?
My name's Antonio. Actually, you used to pop up on my YouTube timeline for the past couple of years every so often. and I would like, graze over your content. But you may not remember this because I'm gonna say about maybe 3 or 4 weeks back, I was going to Wingstop because I'm a Wingstop junkie. And I was walking in and I came out and I seen you sitting in the car, but I was sort of like, hold on, is that guy? So I did a harder look. And I said, oh, it is that guy. So I walked up, we made eye contact. You actually let your window down, and we had like a brief 7-second encounter. I said, hey, I enjoy your content. I said, are you that guy? You said, what guy? I said, oh, I hear your accent. You are that guy. And I told you to have a good day. And after that, I went home and I started looking deeper into your content. And it really opened up my eyes. I said, oh, man, this is the journey I've already been on for the past couple of years. But it seemed like this place, I come here and find my tribe because I'm a loner for the most part.
Yeah.
I've been on a self-fulfilling journey for the past, since the pandemic. And long story short, last year, the top of the year in January, I went to Northern California and spent like 10 days in the forest with like 200 other people. Now, it's called Vispana. It's like a meditation retreat. You get there, they take your cell phones, they take no books, no nothing. And when you get there, you're with 200 people. More than that, you don't make eye contact with nobody, and all you're doing is going within, dealing with internal past traumas that's unresolved. So I did that last year. This year, I'm here, and I caught your YouTube video saying the theme for the year is endure.
Yeah.
I said, yes, I would definitely want to commit to that because I've been backslided with my thoughts and things of that nature. And I'm like, man, I wish I had a group of people I can, just be in that type of self-development process with. I've tried mainstream churches or whatever.
Yeah.
I go there, I visit, it's cool. They said that they preach to you. It's all good, but I feel like this is way more interactive and way more fulfilling as far as growth is concerned. So I'm glad to be here.
Right on. Have you forgiven your mother?
Oh, great question. I did do this. See, I'm from Florida. I've been in LA for 8 years. During that process, I got into traditional therapy, which is awesome. It allowed me to learn a lot of different things about attachment styles and things of that nature. So one of the steps I did was I wrote an 8-page, I made a list of people I want to forgive. And every day after work, I would go home and write a letter to each one of those people. So those letters were pretty short, the majority of them, but the longest one was to my mother. It's about 8 pages long.
Wow.
Everybody else got like a page or half a page. Those got, lit on fire and burnt in my kitchen sink at the time. But my mom actually wrote the 8-page letter, talked about all the stuff where I felt like she failed me in my life. She wasn't there for any milestones, things of that nature. Stuff I was scared to tell this lady. I wrote this in my early 40s, so even me writing it, I was still trembling as I wrote the stuff on this paper.
Yeah.
So long story short, because I couldn't see her face to face, I had to mail it to her. Huh?
She dead?
No, she's alive. So I wrote it to her. I sent it to her. I said, man, it's going to be interesting. So normally she was always call me every so often or whatever, right? Asking me for stuff. So anyways, when I didn't hear nothing after 2 weeks passed, I said, oh, she got that letter. I know she did. So I picked up the phone and called her. I'm trembling. I'm sweating, right?
Right.
But I still made that phone call. And she always picks up whenever I call. She goes, let me call you back. I knew what that meant. That's passive aggressiveness. Didn't hear nothing for months. I'd say a couple of weeks, almost a month passed. And I get a text out the blue saying, hey, I'm sorry for how I made you feel that way, this and that nature. I was at work when I got this text. I didn't know how to receive that because I was like, man, she don't talk to me like this. So I didn't respond. Man, hours later, she texted me again, going off on me. I said, oh, okay, that's what it is. So a year passed. I picked up the phone, and I called her. And when I called her on the phone, she acted like nothing even happened and this and that. And I played along as well. And I said, okay, I was expecting her to say something more, but because I found her contact, I said, oh, she don't have to say anything. It was the point of me getting that stuff off my chest.
Yeah.
So not to hog the mic, long story short, up until I wrote the 8-page letter and sent it to this woman, I will always think about my childhood all the time. 20s, 30s, my early 40s, thinking about the stuff I went through. But once I sent that lady that letter, it's like it sort of just faded out of my mind. I stopped thinking about it. And it was so crazy to me because I'm like, man, I barely even think about that hardly ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what was going on. I just kept it moving. So I did forgive her via 8-page letter. But if I had been in Orlando at the time, I definitely went to her, had the same conversation face to face. So yes, I did forgive my mother.
Amazing. Well, stay with it, man.
I will.
Just stay with it.
I will.
It gets better.
Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. Because of time, any other questions? How about anyone else could give me an example of no, taking the pain, ego pain. Anybody else doing that? Doormat. Any doormat? Any more doormat? Have you been a doormat? Yes, sir. And what happened?
Well, not to throw my wife under the bus, but
We
yeah.
could throw her on the bus in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak into the mic for me.
Yeah, she's working on herself and everything, and we both have our ups and downs. But sometimes it's you just got to just let it go.
Speak up a little bit.
It's just got to let it go,
Yeah.
not take it personally.
So you've been a doormat with her?
Yes, sir.
And how does she handle it when you don't respond?
She's been handling it a lot better than now that we've been working on ourselves for a couple of years.
Right on.
So it definitely makes it a lot easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really better if both the husband and the wife are working. It makes it easier.
Absolutely.
Whereas if one were working on themselves but the other one wasn't, it's going to be pure hell.
Oh, it absolutely would not work.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been married since, 88, so.
You've been married for 88 years?
No, since 1988.
Oh, since
Yeah,
then. Oh.
yeah, we eloped in high school.
Really? Right on. Nice. Okay. Cool. Anybody else doormat? One quick doormat? Because I want to talk to you about endurance. No more doormats. Right there, doormat experience.
What was the question, though? I am a doormat, though. This year is all about being a doormat.
What is it like for you being a doormat now?
It's incredible. I can't believe that you can view life this way and not have to defend yourself and have that ego trying to continue to keep that personality. And seeing the change is so different that I want to continue being a doormat forever.
Right on. Stay with it. If you notice, yes, sir. Okay.
I just wanted to add to the doormat assignment. So not only am I a doormat to other people, but I'm also a doormat to my own mind now.
Right on.
You know, the devil attacks, and I'm just like, I'm a doormat. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It's helped a lot. So.
Okay. Yes, sir, Doug.
I can relate to that too,
Yeah.
because I've been saying this all week. I'm a doormat. I'm a doormat, because I'll start thinking about something and I'm a doormat. I gotta let go. And it happened a few times at work. And the fact that I said to myself, I'm a doormat, and kind of let things go, I'm able to think a little bit better. You know how the young lady's not there now, but you had to tell her to go to the manager.
Right.
But little things like that just kind of come across them in your mind. So it's very helpful.
I promise you, if you become a doormat, you're going to see how to deal with every situation perfectly. Because you're going to walk by the light instead of in the darkness of your ego. And the devil telling you about how to deal with situations, do this and do that and fight back. Christ was a doormat. When you read the writing of Christ, he was a doormat. He was a doormat. And he was powerful. And so will you be. But not in the way you think. We are sons and daughters of God. We have no business suffering, zero business. You should not be suffering. And then what you're going to find out is that the real you is not suffering. The real you don't feel anything. It's this fake you. It's just not you that's feeling the pain and that's doing all the fighting. It's not you that's fighting at all. It's the false self. So you got to stop fighting so the false self can die, and it will. It really, really will die. But you got to let it happen. But as long as you're fighting back, it ain't going to happen. You're keeping it alive. It's just another thrill to keep the false self alive. Really. Yes, ma'am. Did I see your hand, right? Okay.
Yes.
Are you a doormat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I came to realize that when doing it, that nobody owes me anything, and I don't need anything from anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's just like the reality. Cause
did you back off your husband completely?
Oh,
That means
no. Because wait, like, cause you know you do this little dance back and forth, right? Like I do and I don't, and then I got corrected, you know, which was really, I mean, it was eye opening. But it's like one thing, you know, when you hear from here and people say it, but like when it's actually happening naturally because of that own, not because the other man telling, you know, because God even says, you know, the witness of man, if you receive the witness of man, you know, but when you receive the witness from God, that's like the real deal. And so when he...
So have you backed off completely?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's why I'm here. And, you know...
Good. Is it hard to just leave him alone?
Not anymore now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because I'm seeing that it's the right way.
Yeah.
You know, God, Christ, man, woman, you know, and it's just glory be to God. That's all I could say.
Okay.
Because and it's just wonderful, and just to see him, you know, be like correcting in love.
Right on. Amazing. Nice. So let's talk about endurance. The theme this year is to endure. What does that mean to you when you hear the theme about endurance? The young lady, yeah.
I think it's just staying on a route to keep acting and keep doing without getting distracted or going backwards. So just forward movement.
Okay.
Would be.
Nice. Are you working on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What does that mean to you, Colin? To endure. Here is endurance.
Yeah, it means to watch the thoughts and feelings over and over again, no matter how many times they come, and stay with it.
Okay. Amazing. Christ said that he who endures, something like, he who endures to the end shall be saved. Shall be saved. And endurance is, as he had to do, as Christ did, is one of the most important things you can do in your life. Be a doormat, but you got to endure. And then what you got to endure is those thoughts that come. When you get the first thought and you feel afraid, for example, you may feel something as anger or whatever, but when you feel afraid or angry, you got to feel that fear to your core. You got to let yourself feel fear and just feel it and just feel it, and it's going to get really, really painful, and feel it, and just it's going to get worse. Just feel it, stay with it, and then it'll die. It will die, and you'll be free. But if it's jealousy or strife or gossipy or revenge or whatever it is, you got to feel the pain in order to die from the pain. A lot of people, especially when I counsel people, they'll go so far with the pain, and they're like, this is too much, this is too heavy, I can't have it. They'll stop and go back into their imagination. But you got to feel the pain of aloneness, loneliness, or whatever. Be lonely and feel it lonely. And the devil will say, pick up a phone, call somebody, go to a club, or call a prostitute. Get on that phone thing and call up a date or something, right? Don't do it. And when you don't do it, it's going to be like the wife was doing with the husband, chasing him down to destroy him. But don't do it. Take the pain of that thought and that emotion, and it's going to be heavy, I'm telling you. And it's going to feel like you just can't make it. I can't handle this. But you will if you stay with it. Because what you don't realize, the light is with you, and the light, which is in the darkness of the imagination and the emotion, the light is destroying the darkness. And so what you're finally doing is surrendering to the light, the Spirit of God, and just really letting him take care of it. And he will. He'll do it for you. But you got to completely give up, and you got to endure. You got to take your cross all the way up to Calvary And that cross get heavy and heavy and heavy. And it get heavy. And then maybe one person will come along to help you with the cross by giving you some sound advice, not dumb stuff, right? And so you know how that one man helped Christ with the cross? Sometimes that'll come along someone to help you. But endure, this year, endure every thought, every pain you get. Don't take, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving you doctor advice, but ego pain you should not be taking medication for. The pain of stress, the pain of worry. You got to start enduring this. Christ did it, and what's going to happen is that you're going to die from the false self, from the body self, the false self. You're not your body, and you're not your thoughts. You will die from it, and then you rise to high consciousness. You will have Christ consciousness, which is God consciousness, God's mind. But you got to let that happen, and you will have the mind of God. You will know exactly what Christ knows and knew at the time that he was here, and that he knows now. You will know it. But you got to let yourself, the false self die, the false ego, the false spiritual self, so you can rise above. And you will, I promise you that. And I'm black and slow. You guys are all educated. You have degrees, you travel. But you got to die from this ego, and not one other person can help you do that. They can't help you. Only you got to stay with the truth, and the truth will do it. But this year, endure the pain. If you're afraid, go with the fear. Don't call it you. But you got to endure this year. And that's what it means to endure the spiritual things that are happening in your head, the darkness, the lies. Ladies, when the devil tells you your husband don't love you, okay, that's fine, devil, I don't love him either. Because you don't. Or men, let me tell you this something else about men. If you're with a woman and she has children for you, and then one day, because I hear this all the time, every week in counseling, I hear it now, and they break up, and the lady want to take your children, don't go to court. Do not fight for them at all, because you're going to lose anyway. You'll spend all your money you lose, but even if the court say, okay, 50-50, you got to fight this heifer trying to see your kids. You got to fight with her. She's not going to show up on time. Then she's going to want to come with you, with the kid, like you're not the daddy. She doesn't trust you with your own children. All kind of stuff going to happen. And then don't move to her state. And I'm telling you this because this is what some guys are doing. They pick up everything they have, they leave their job and move to the state where the woman moved to with his children, and he's thinking in his mind, it's going to get better. She's going to act right. No, she's not. It's not going to change just because you move there. And don't let her use your car. And don't give her extra money either because she's using the kids. Tell your daddy you need some money. And she take that money and use it for herself. So, and I'm making that point because what's happening is you love your children the more you love God. You make those kids your God. And that's why you can't let them go. But you say, I love them. So I don't want my wife to destroy them. You can't stop her. She's doing that already. She's destroying your children. She's not going to get better. It is not going to stop. So you stop by focusing on putting what's right first. Put God first. Because you made baby with the devil. So admit, I made baby with the devil. I didn't see what I was doing. I was wrong, right? And so just work on you, and you never know the Father will work out your situation. You don't have to do all that other stuff. But if you think, I just love my children, you don't love your children. Because if you love them, you would let them go. You would have God first. And you would know that your Father is going to take care of this situation one way or another. I don't know how, I'm not going to think about it, but he will. Don't give up your job and move where this woman moved. They're not going to change. She's wicked. She's showing you that she's evil by taking your children away from you. If she had love, she would never take the children away from the Father. So it's not going to get better. And you don't love your children. You feel emotional love, but that's not love. Because if you loved them, you wouldn't cut the baby in half. You just let her have the whole baby. And trust the Father will work it out for you, and He will. So stop, do what you want, but I recommend you stop. Really. Let them go. You don't love them. If you love them, you'll let them go. Anyone disagree with that? Okay. But you got to lay down your weapon. You got to endure. I remember when my son's mother took him away, and he came to visit me when he was like 6 years. They moved to New York. I moved to California because she's supposed to come here. I came here early to get a place and job and everything, but her mother made her get married to someone because it was an embarrassment to be pregnant out of wedlock with black people in those days. And so she made her marry someone else. But my son came to visit once, and he just loved it. He loved his dad. I loved him. He was a little kid running around. But she got married. Her husband didn't want her to have anything to do with me, so she couldn't even communicate for whatever happened. But it was painful losing my son. So I know the pain that the fathers feel. I just didn't know it was ego pain at the time. I thought it was my pain, but it was ego pain, so I didn't know. And so I tried to get him. I even got a lawyer here in California, but apparently in New York at the time, if the lawyer didn't live in New York, or I didn't live there was nothing you can do. So I just said, okay, God, I give up. I just let it go. And when I let it go, I went on my life. I started working on myself. And then out of nowhere, everything changed, and my son was there. Something happened, and it changed everything. And I never did expect that would happen at all, but it did. God loves us, and He'll take care of us. We do these things in darkness because, forgive them, they know not what they do. We are blind, and we can't see what we're doing. We need the light. Then we won't do some of the stupid things. But you got to endure now the pain of the ego. That's what Christ did. I'm telling you to do it because Christ said to do it. Those who endure to the end will receive eternal life. You're going to have eternal life, and eternal life is already in you. You just don't know it because you're living in darkness. But eternal life is already inside of you. So you got to look within, and you got to live from within. But you got to give up all this other stuff. The ego, the false life. You're not going to experience and live eternal life until you die from it. Now, you'll start getting a little glimpse of it along the way, for sure. But you're not going to live a perfect life until you give up the ego. You got to give up the ghost. You got to die. And you got to stop. You got to be a doormat, and whatever pain comes for the ego, the false self, let the pain be there. Don't blame the other person that they made you feel this way, because if it wasn't in you, you couldn't feel that way. So you got to endure these thoughts. Any question about that? That makes sense? And so stop fighting, ladies. Don't fight your husband. Husbands, don't fight the wives. Don't fight, don't argue. And just know this, being a doormat is saying to you, you don't owe anyone any explanation about anything either. You don't have to explain yourself to the world. They don't love you anyway. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. And you will get to the point where you stop explaining and you will stop trying to prove anything to anyone. Your wife said, you don't love me. Okay, maybe I don't. And she's going to knock down the door when you say that, because now she's mad that she doesn't have any control. You don't care about my, what do ladies say? You don't care about my feelings? Something like that. Is that right? You don't care about my feelings. Right, I don't. The hell with your feelings. You don't listen to me. Right, you talk too much. Don't be afraid to say it. You talk too much. Really. And just don't be angry. Don't be mad at him. You'll be fine. This year, Christ overcame the false self. He overcame the body, right? And the ego. Because you're not your body, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your past, you're not your future, you're not your color, you're not your money, whatever. He overcame all of that. And then when he did that, he rose to the state of God, the same. You know how in Revelation it says something like he died and then he rose? He died from the ego. He died from the false self. He died from the body self. And he rose spiritually with the mindset of God. And that can happen to us too. And it will if you endure until the end. So you got to endure this year. And nobody else is to blame for what you're thinking. It's in you. And then you will become the ruler of your own world. And no one can touch you. Nobody will be able to touch you because there will be no one there to touch. No one can make you feel anything at all. And you will love even your enemy because you will know that your enemy is going through the same hell that you're overcoming. They're just not working on themselves, so they don't know. And you will love them. You won't hold it against them. You won't hate them. Any question about that? So you got to endure, yes.
What's the difference between Christ carrying the cross and being up on the cross enduring?
Well, he was only up on the cross because evil men who hated him, because they, especially back in those days, the Jewish rabbis and people like that.
I don't mean physically. I'm talking about carrying the cross spiritually and
carry the cross meaning endure the ego death.
But isn't that up on the cross enduring?
You're on the cross when you're carrying it, yes.
Okay, same thing.
Right.
Okay. Carrying the cross and being up on the cross is the same thing.
Christ said that when they asked him, God, Christ, how can I enter into the kingdom of heaven, or something like that? And he said, well, keep my commandments. Pick up your cross and follow me. Meaning pick up your ego and stay present with God. When you're present, you're following God. You're following Christ, right? And then, but you carry your ego too. But he is helping you to do it so that he can destroy it. So keep the commandment. And the commandment is to love God with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else or nobody else, not even your own children. But love God first and foremost, and then love your neighbor. Love your neighbors as God love you, right? And so you love me, don't hate anyone. Don't judge them, don't be angry. So pick up your cross, your ego, follow Christ, and in the meantime, you're going to love Christ, who's loving you, and you're going to love your enemy in the same spirit of Christ. That makes sense?
Makes perfect sense, yeah.
Yeah. So pick up your ego and walk. Keep the commandment. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. You will not hate your enemy. You will not judge. You will pray for your enemy rather than hating your enemy if you love me. But you got to keep the commandment because the Spirit of God, he's not going to change anything for you. Either you come into his world or you stay in Satan's world. It doesn't matter how much you cry and complain and carry on. He's not going to change one rule for you. You're going to have to come into his light, into his world, and follow his commandments instead of Satan's commandment. Because when you're not following God, you're following Satan in your mind. It's all in the mind. Paradise is found and lost in the mind. It's lost and found in the mind. It's all in the mind. And he said, I will renew your mind. I will give you clear thoughts, clear thinking. It's all in the mind. It's crazy. But you got to rise above that. And you're not going to rise above that until you die from the lower consciousness. And the difference between animals and humans' nature is that human beings who are in that lower state of consciousness, they are animals. They have come down to the animal level. And look how they treat. Don't they treat each other like animals? They backbite, they judge, they fight, They argue, they blame, and they try to get all they can get. All I can get, and then some. Enough is never enough. They fight like animals. They're not like the lion. They don't sit and just watch and let the enemy go by, and then once in a while you get hungry, you just eat what you want. You don't overcome the lion. You let the lion eat you instead of overcoming the lion. The Bible says something like the man or the woman that overcome the lion or conquer the lion become great, but those who are eaten by the lion become weak. Something like that. You don't want to be eaten by the lion. You want to overcome it. You want to sit quietly in your life, live your life. Doesn't mean you're not going to have fun and hang out with people sometimes and things like that. But you want to become one, be whole. But you got to, this year, you got to endure the pain of the ego. Can't nobody make you feel anything that's not in you already. It's already inside of you. All right, any questions? Yes.
So once you kind of become aware of what the process of endurance is and realize that, it's a lifelong process, is then the idea to be able to walk through the world but simply do it consciously? Because I thought, as I've gone through it, I thought that, the end goal was just to be a monk and just like sit in peace, all day without like living in the world. But I guess I've also started to see that in reality, the world was created so that we can explore it, but to explore it, always conscious of what we truly are. Would you say that that's accurate?
Repeat that.
Would you say that it's accurate to say that kind of the purpose of being is to simply go throughout the world and explore and just, be, but to do it consciously of like
Yes.
who you are and what everything is?
The world was made for us and everything that is in the world for us, right? But when you're unconscious, you don't see and enjoy for us. But when you walk through the world consciously, by not being in your head thinking about anything, you're going to enjoy the world. You'll be able to be around people. They won't see you, but you'll see them. And you'll be able to deal with them perfectly. Laugh with them or not. If you don't want to say hi, you won't say hi. Or grin. People grin when they don't even feel like grinning. They don't really want to grin, but they laugh anyway, they smile. But you're going to be in control of your life. It'll be your world, absolutely.
Thank you.
Nice. Yes.
Back to the biblical question. Could
Yes.
you clarify your answer there, that the difference between...
Animals are unconscious. That's why when human beings become unconscious by being angry, living in their imagination, they become like animals. They start to believe that they love animals. And they start to believe that the animal loves them. My dog loves me. They drive down the road with the dog in the lap. Or let the dog hang out the window so that everybody can see they got a dog in the car. And the dog like, what the? But because they have fallen to the human, all unconscious people are animals. You act like animals. You think like animals. You react like animals. You do the same thing that animals do. But because you're in an animal state, and that false love makes you think you love the dog as much as you love the children. The same way you feel about your children, the way you feel about a dog. So when you break up in a divorce, now you're mad because the woman went to court and took the dog. Because you're in an animal state, and you're thinking that the animals love you. The animals don't love you. You think the animals love you. You could have a dog at your house, and let's say I come over. I bring some bread, and that dog gonna run over to me to get the bread. And just wag the tail, and I can pat it on the head and do the same thing. You think the dog love you. The dog don't love you. You're in an animal state.
Isn't that like an insult to animals? Because I think they're behaving better than humans are. Because animals aren't thinking. Humans are thinking, which is a worse state than an animal.
But
An animal's in
humans
a
are not
better
thinking.
state.
In your fallen state, you're not thinking. You have an animal mindset. You have the mind of an animal because you turned away from the light. You turned away from God.
I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Okay, good. Well, stay in your animal state.
I just think animals maybe behave better than humans.
Nope.
In some ways, they don't struggle with the ego. They just deal with what's in front of them.
Well,
When they're
the
hungry,
animals,
they're hungry.
You're right in that the animals doing what animals do.
Right.
That's all they can do.
That's better than what most humans are doing, what
But
I'm
it's
doing.
worse because humans have fallen away from love to hate. And so in that way, they are more destructive.
Absolutely.
They're more cunning and things like that. But an animal can only do what their little instinct thing do.
Right, so we
So
shouldn't
they
compare.
are worse than animal in that way.
We are worse. So I don't want to compare ourselves
But
to
a
animals
dog
because it's
will
an
bite
insult.
you too if you don't treat it right.
Well, I think a dog will only bite you if that's what they need to do in that moment, which is the same way as we should
No, sometimes
respond.
a dog will get mad and bite you for no reason.
Well, I don't think for no reason.
Why would they bite you then?
If they feel threatened physically, then they'll bite you,
But
usually.
that's what humans do. Humans feel threatened.
And that's good if I could respond physically with violence if I feel physically threatened, and I think that would be the right moment to do that.
Oh, okay.
So I think dogs will do the same, and that's the right
That's
thing
why
to
you
do.
want to be a dog.
Yeah, I think we could learn a lot from
I
dogs.
don't wanna be a dog,
we could
man.
learn a lot from dogs and their nature, and that they're not thinking, they're not struggling with the ego, they're present,
But
they deal with
they-
things in the moment.
Because the way they, as someone said, they don't have a soul. They don't have
Well,
an instinct.
I don't. That's an opinion. I don't
Only
know if they.
humans have soul. We're created in God's image, not dogs.
Well, I don't think too much about whether they have souls or not. I don't really know if it matters.
That'll break your heart knowing your dog ain't got no soul.
Yeah, whether they have a soul or not.
Well, they ain't got no soul. You can bank on that.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter though. It doesn't change anything about their nature, and I think that we could learn some things. Maybe not all animals. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but animals, I think, have a truer, better nature than man in a fallen state. I think we can look to animals and go, "Wow, I should be more like an animal."
No, but
Yeah.
I almost sound like a black one. No, baby.
Maybe somebody has a thought on that, but I think we can learn a lot.
I can hear my grandmother now. Poor baby. No, baby. You take the dog thing too far. Get rid of 2 of those dogs. Huh? Yeah, for now. Because otherwise, you're going to build a dog house for yourself and move in. Or did you already do that?
My house is their house.
Oh, wow, see. You need to pray. Don't want to be a dog, man. Want to come back to your God nature, your God state of being, and you will have authority over the whole world, including the animals. Bless you. You don't want to be a dog?
I don't want to be a dog.
Don't you want to be like a dog? God, huh? Oh. And then I'm about to end this.
I don't want to be a dog. I just think that there are things about their nature that if we were to compare a fallen man to that, it's not a fair comparison because there are probably more good things about a dog that a man in his fallen nature could strive for. Like I said, dealing with the physical, not being lost in your thoughts, not having an ego. A dog has none of those things. A dog deals with the moment in front of him and knows how to deal with that. And
No.
you don't think so? Why not?
They're doing what they can't help but do. They're
Maybe you've been
built to
around
be that
bad
way.
dogs or something. I don't know.
What?
You got bit by a dog, Jesse?
No.
Oh, okay.
What? Let me do this. The young man way in the back want to comment on that. No, the dad.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Did I?
Yeah, you want to comment on the dog thing.
Oh, interesting. Do we have to say that part? Yeah. I'm the uncle. I'm not.
Oh, the dog?
Yeah, of the dog. No.
You the uncle? Oh, that's your niece?
This is my sister, and this is her son.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Is this your first time here?
It is.
Oh, this your first time?
Yeah. It was
Oh, I
my
thought-
idea to come here. I had to twist her arm to do it.
Really?
Yeah, but I think
I
she's
thought
enjoying
you all
herself.
had been here before. You look familiar.
No, first time.
Right on. What's your name and how did you hear about us?
My name is Michael. Similar to Antonio, I saw you online for years, and it didn't click until maybe late 2024, and I kind of binge watched a lot of stuff. And then a lot of things clicked because I think I was doing a lot of this work already. I just didn't have labels for it or a way to describe it. Because it overlaps with Buddhists. It's a bit Buddhist in some ways, and there's some Stoicism in there as well.
What's Stoicism?
That's kind of like not letting things affect you emotionally so much, right? And that ties into endurance as well.
But if there's nothing in you to be affected, you can't be affected.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
Buddhist part. That's sort of emptying.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So it all came together, and then something about I would never call myself a Christian, but something about the Christian aspect clicked too. So it all kind of came together, and I live in Thailand actually. I grew up around here, but
You live in Thailand?
I do.
Whoa. So you're the tallest person in Thailand, right?
Easily, yeah. Yeah, and I have to come back every year to buy clothes.
Whoa.
Because I'm about 6'5".
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you can't see all the damage to the top of my head because I bang into things all the time out there.
Wow.
But the dog thing is super fascinating because Thailand's a lovely country. It's very safe. It's nice where I live.
But they eat all the dogs over there.
They
right?
don't eat dogs. They don't eat the dogs there.
Oh, I thought they ate the dogs.
But you know what's interesting? They let the
I was gonna
dogs.
say, you be careful, man.
Yeah.
In Ohio, the Haitian people eat dogs. But go ahead.
There's certain parts of Asia where they do eat dogs, but not where I'm at in Thailand. But the thing is, that drives me nuts. I love it there, but what drives me a little crazy is there are lots of stray dogs, and they kind of just roam the streets, and they're a Buddhist country, so they're a bit passive. They let dogs do whatever they want to do, which is oftentimes bite people.
Wow.
And their answer is, oh, it's okay, just go get your rabies shot.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, this is...
That's insane.
It's insane, yeah. and it's like they don't want to be caught beating dogs because then your village sees it. Now you're mean because so there's this whole thing. Yeah.
You would love living in Thailand.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I know. Wow.
Yeah. So I know what you mean when you say about a dog's nature because there's something pure about it because there's no apologies about how they go about their life and they're very loyal if they get on your side. But I've been on the other side of it where I'm approaching a temple where the dogs tend to live and 7 of them come out to say, hey, you can't come here. I'm not a threat. What am I going to do to your temple? Right?
Wow.
But they back me down the street barking at me and I don't want, it's like, so, no.
What a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Amazing. Well, welcome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you didn't want to come today?
She didn't.
Right, that's what I mean. What's your name? Your first name?
My name is Jennifer.
What is it?
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Why you didn't want to come today?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, we're definitely here. I brought everyone here today. I brought my son. He's been talking about it. He's been talking about it, and we drive by here every day when I take my son to school. So once I kind of clocked where you were located, I told him, "Oh yeah, we could go over there."
Let go on over there.
Yeah. We could go on over there.
Did you forgive your mother?
He forgave our mother.
How about you?
I have not.
Why not? Because you destroy your son if you don't.
I have been told that.
No, you are. Why haven't you forgiven her?
It's a good question. What was his name? Antonio. My story, I feel like I would have an 8-page letter or something. I feel like I have more interactions with our mother, maybe. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Once you forgive her, you can be done with her.
Yeah.
I promise you'll be able to walk away from her and have no guilt about it at all. You're only feeling guilty because she's made you to feel that way from when you were a child all the way up, and you resent her, and that's why you have the guilt. But you can't.
He definitely shared with me his process.
I'm sorry?
My brother definitely shared with me his process of forgiving our mother, and he had that was a face-to-face convo or FaceTime.
Yeah.
It was really powerful. So, yeah, it is something I need to do.
So why have you done it? I mean, are you afraid of her?
No, I'm not afraid of her.
Are you afraid of her feelings?
She feels like an older woman who's already kind of beat up.
Well, you better hurry up before she dies. That's a reason to rush now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like maybe to tell her all the things I want to forgive her for might be feeling like I'm kicking someone who's already kind of down.
No,
No.
Satan lying to you.
Yeah.
And it's not about that. It's forgiving her so that God can forgive you and change your life for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to let you into the kingdom until you forgive. You got to forgive.
Yeah, I agree. So
You
what,
got-
next week?
Yeah, today if possible.
Today, if possible.
Shaking your boot, because if not, you're destroying your son. And he's going to hate you in the same way you hate your mother. Because you don't have love. You have no love. You only have hate. And then you be mean, and then you're sweet, and then you're mean, and then you're impatient. But it's destroying your son. Because only hate is coming from you, not love. What do you think about that?
It's a harsh reality. That's what I think about it.
Yeah. And why is it harsh?
It's harsh just because it's true, and it's like a jagged pill, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it harsh.
Right on. But you got to forgive your mother and your father for not protecting you from your mother. Your father loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with her. In the same way you didn't know how to deal with her. And he left you alone with her because he didn't know how to deal with her. And so I highly, do what you want, of course, but I highly recommend shaking in your booth. You face her. Mother, I'm sorry for resenting you. I realize now you couldn't help yourself. I become like you. I'm doing the same thing to my son that you've done to me. And I don't want to do that. So I understand you couldn't help yourself. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. And then go away. Whether she admit it or act like she understands, it's on her. Right. Because she loved her misery. She may not be ready to overcome. Leave her in her hell and let her die in her hell. God let her die in her hell if that's what she wants, right? So you got to let her die in her hell, but you don't have to die in yours. You can overcome.
How does this translate to stepmothers as well?
Stepmother, stepdaddy, stepdog,
Stepdogs.
step puppy, step snake, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever took the place of mama.
Okay.
Yes. You got to face and forgive. Don't ask for forgiveness because he said, confess your sins and I will forgive you. Meaning, confess that you're judging, you're playing God, and you're wrong. And you're confessing that by saying, hey, I'm wrong. I hate her. I've been judging. And he will forgive you.
Okay.
What?
I mean, I'll get to that. I'll get on that.
Yeah, and do the silent prayer. You know about the silent prayer,
I
right?
don't.
Oh, he didn't tell you about the silent prayer?
No.
Go to rebuildingtheman.com so you can learn to be still and let the truth just catch up with you and take over your life. The truth will take, especially if you want to overcome. He would come and he would take over because we don't know what to pray for. We don't know what we want. We don't know what we need. Only the truth knows that. And he'll do it for you, but you got to let go. All right?
Thank you.
Aren't you glad you came now?
Yes.
All that hell in you. I bet your son like, thank God. I need help, Lord. Because otherwise you will destroy him.
Yeah.
And you're already destroying him. Thank God he has an uncle to talk to him to help him out a little bit. All right? Any question about that?
No.
Any disagreement
No.
about that?
No.
Okay. Well, start working on yourself. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
And come to the ladies' meeting. We have the women's forum every third Thursday night of the month, which is one coming up this week, I think. This Thursday is the third Thursday. So come to the ladies' meeting this Thursday.
Okay. What time is that?
At 7 p.m.
All right.
For ladies only, every third Thursday, all right? And they are deep. They are powerful.
Thank you.
All right. Amazing. So listen, the biblical question for this week is, go to the mic with hate.
What is the greatest display of power?
What is the greatest display of power? This question is so deep, it makes you want to get rid of your afro and have an Amerifro. It's so deep. One person wanted to take, you want to, yes, sir.
Non-action, not reacting.
Not reacting? Okay.
Effortless non-action.
All right. Amazing. That's the biblical question for this week. I am totally out of time. Listen, this year, endure for those who want to overcome, but for those who love your hell, you love your misery, you love fighting, you love carrying on, you stay in your hell. It's not for you, okay? God gave you this life. It's free, so do what you want with it. But for those who want to come out of their misery, you got to work on yourself. So endure this year, do the silent prayer, practice staying present. Keep your mind with the body, all right? And we'll see you tomorrow on the radio show. Amazing service. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with it. And support us. Bye. Thank you all. Amazing.